Well, it is hard enough to make time for a doctor's appointment. Add in a big insurance dispute with your favorite doctor, and those challenges get much harder, especially for emergencies. WCIA3's Target 3 team is digging into the details to explain how a battle over the bottom line is affecting access to affordable healthcare. We've got Mark Maxwell and Renee Cooper here with a little bit more. Y'all had a story not too long ago about a cancer patient who is now facing some hardships, not just to having a cancer diagnosis, but now bills out the wazoo.
Yeah, that was affecting the continuity of care. If you're in the middle of chemo or the third trimester of pregnancy, you're supposed to have coverage during that really sensitive time. In this case, her bill looked like she lost her coverage, and those bills started to get a lot bigger.
So that led to some investigating and some digging. And what have we learned? What have we discovered?
Well, it all starts with this giant corporate dispute between one of the largest health clinics that takes care of the Springfield area and 20 counties outside of that, and the largest health insurer in Illinois. And so when this dispute unfolded, eventually Springfield Clinic, the clinic I was talking about there, all of those doctors got kicked out of Blue Cross Blue Shield's network. So for these patients that have Blue Cross Blue Shield, I mean, there's tens of thousands of them affected, and many of those have bills like Gail's.
And beyond the bill, it's also, I mean, what is it when you buy an insurance plan, right? You're not just saying, okay, when I go to the doctor, I'm going to have a cheaper bill or a cheaper copay. You're also saying, I have this many doctors to choose from. This is my network. Well, when we went to go start looking and finding those doctors, there were a lot of dead ends. There were doctors who didn't exist, some who retired, some. It's going to be really interesting when we get into this story. And when it just sort of shows when they kick all these doctors out and pretend like they're no longer in network, well, what are you left with? I mean, if you buy a car, if I was to buy a Maserati and that car dealer handed me the keys to a Geo Metro, I'd be upset. And that's kind of what we're seeing. A lot of patients are upset because they feel like they're not getting access to that network that they paid good money for.
But if they do want to continue having access to those doctors, they're going to be paying more.
With higher
right?
bills. So that's those are sort of the hostages or the casualties of this leverage war. There was one mother we talked to. We've spoken to several patients. She sort of described it from her perspective as a big insurance company from a big company kind of trying to squeeze the little guy.
It just sounds like it's some bigwig sitting in a big office in Chicago and just calling the shots, and they're just like the 800-pound gorilla. And I think some of these smaller towns and their smaller physician practices, like they're not able to come up against an 800-pound gorilla.
In fact, that was one of the examples several of these doctors from small rural parts across central and southern Illinois described to us. They said, we've seen this kind of predatory behavior, in their words, before. That's why they moved to Springfield. They had to close their business in some small town. They moved to Springfield, and now they're like, wait, this is happening here? This can't happen here. And we're going to dig into that a little bit more.
All right, and we're actually going to get a look tonight during the 6:30.
6:30. We've got a half-hour investigative special for you.
Wow, okay. And you all have been working on this for a while.
A little bit. It only takes half an hour, so set your DVR.
Okay. Well, I'm not even going to pretend to know all the ins and outs of insurance and all that. So I'm just thankful that you all are doing it for me. So
it's really light reading, Heather.
All right. Hey, when are you going to come cook again? Can Renee cook with us?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd rather eat.
Oh!
Anytime.
Same. All right. Well, thank you guys, and thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
To raise awareness of this, that people may not have even had a clue.